Hello guys, it's Pap from Pap back at it again, and you could notice something strange right here because my voice does not match my mouth because I had some trouble during the recording of the video, and I discovered that I had some audio problems. So the result was that I did not record the audio. As you can see, I'm just talking to no one. But I didn't want to record again simply because these were my first duels in the KC Cup, and I just wanted to show you all of them. These are live duels, so it is, they are live duels, but actually they are commented. There's a comment, there's my comment afterwards during the editing period. So I hope you enjoyed those anyway, because guys, I just wanted to show you. I just made, I think, from 10 to 15 duels. These are just the first one. As you can see right here, I'm just entering the KC Cup, and I just want to have this first experience with you. So I hope you're not upset. Now I'm just explaining that I was testing some stuff, but as you can see, we're beginning with the STARDUST deck that I showed you into my last video. So the Shooting Star Dragon deck, and let's see what we got. We've got Yummy Yugi right here with let's see what we got. Actually, it's so strange that I talk and what is dude saying? So it's a Dark Magician deck, as you can see right here, and I'm just I was just surprised of having Dark Magician. It's him to begin, but as you will see in a moment, he's had pretty bad hands, because as you can see right here, he goes on with Dark Magician and that he's got nothing, no protection, no back rows, nothing. So I just won straight away. He just scoped as soon as I summoned my Junk Synchron, as you can see right here. So this was maybe the easiest first KC Cup duel I ever had in my whole life. So it was just so easy. And okay, we can just move on. And so we got the second duel right here, and this one was against Antinemy, as you can see right here. And looking at the cards, the amount of cards he had, I guess this is a Dino Duck Genius. So I'm expecting him to mill a lot. So let's see. It's him to begin, and I had a pretty bad hand, as you can see right here. I'm actually complaining right now, and because I got triple Junk Converter, and now I'm already thinking about a change I will do in a couple duels. I will just replace one Junk Converter with another Jet Synchron. So he's starting with Fossil Dig, then the Miscellaneous. So it's got double Tag Genius Raptor, Booster Raptor. One gets destroyed to the grave because of the effect of the Miscellaneous. So he's gonna look for this Cruiser, and he's got the play ready for the next turn. We luckily draw, and I was happy, as you can see right here, to draw my Jet Synchron. So at least a tuner to use the effect of Junk Converter to have my Junk Synchron. Now I only have to hope that among those back row he's got nothing to stop me. Then here I decided just to put some music on that you should listen right now, actually. And okay, Junk Synchron, of course, with all this stuff. We're moving on with the usual play, but he's got the Paleozoic Morella, and if he did this now, I guess, of course, he's got the Dino Strat with the Survival Sent in the Grave, so now he can pop one of my monsters, but he decided not to. He wanted me to go into the first Synchro Summon, so now I was thinking about going into the Alive Justice Caraster, but anyway, even if I go into Junk Converter, he's gonna be forced anyway to pop the synchro. So no matter how, so this was just, you know, thinking back after, was just useless to think so much about this play. It's gonna have anyway, you know, pop my synchro monster, leaving me only with the junk synchron in the defense position. And I have a Canadia, hoping that it will be enough to stop him. So Booster Raptor, of course, in the end phase will let him add another Screw Serpent. So now he's got all he needs, because Screw Serpent can summon a monster from the grave. And as you can see right here, this was exactly what he did. So going on with all this stuff, I waited for him to summon that, and then I went just on with the Canadia, stopping the Screw Serpent. And I saved myself apparently, but then he changed the Marella to special summon that and get rid of my junk synchron. This actually was the play that made me lose, because now if I would have kept the junk synchron, I would have been fine, but this was not the case. Then I was hoping for a junk synchron. Of course, I did not got anything. Regeki break to set, of course I got nothing to do. I mean, I could summon the jet synchron, but there is really no point in doing that. So I just went on with just a set card, but I just lost because he also had a survival's end. There was no, now I'm explaining, there was no point in summoning the Canadia, because survival's end would have popped that as well, because it just pops all the normal monsters on the field, so also the monsters your opponent controls. So we went on with the Miscellaneous Series, and at this point I was just debating whether if surrendering or not, because there's nothing I could do clearly. So I was just waiting, hoping for him to misplay or what, but he's got always all he needs without even performing the normal summon. So as soon as he go into the Star Guardian, he's got everything. Then he can use the Star Guardian to recycle his Screw Serpent, but we know that he has another Screw Serpent in his hand, so it does not even need to recycle it with Star Guardian. So if he wanted to, he could just go into an Albert Cannon and then another Synchro Monster. So there's really nothing to do here. He went to do Blade Blaster. I at this point I do not know what I was waiting for, definitely. So Power Gladiator is here. Synchro Shogun 5+5 means, of course, Blade Blaster. You can see the disappointment in my face. It's clear right now. So at this point I understood that was nothing to do, and I surrendered, if I'm not wrong. Yes, there you go. So this was the second duel, actually the first concrete duel, we can say, right? So the first one was a win because my opponent just bricked, and the second one is instead Attack Genius. Now the third one is instead Serakaiba. Serakaiba, Ultimate Dragons. Let's see, 23 cards, so very good hand right now, because we've got, you know, one of our 6 junk synchron. I mean 3 junk synchron and 3 tuning, so it was to 6 junk synchron, and we can go directly into the whole stuff and then just you know, set double back row, actually, one of them being the Regeki break and keeping 1 card in hand just to be able to activate the Regeki break, you know. Because I expect him to play at least a couple of back rows. At least with the Regeki break we can pop one of those, if he set those, of course. So all the way STARDUST. I can't remember if I went straight away to the Shooting Star Dragon or I stopped here. Let's see. I thought, okay, stop there, just to be able to dodge, you know, if something happens. Okay, begins with a couple of set cards, triple set, and he's gonna hand the turn. At this point, as you can see, I decided not to go for the shooting star dragon because seeing all that back rows, all those back rows, actually taught me that the best convenient play was to summon the Stardust Chronicle. Then I started popping that one that was actually a correct one, because as you can see in a moment, it is a Kamagat. So there you go. And then I just let the turn finish, because now, as long as he does nothing in my draw and standby phase, I can go into a into a Stardust Chronicle Spark Dragon, and I'm chilling, because even if he activates something, I can change my effect and become unaffected by other cards' effect. And also, thanks to Canadia, I've got lethal. So we are really a perfect spot. And as you can see, he actually I think he toggled off, because then at this point I felt no delay. So it was just that easy with this one. So the good thing of playing Chronicle is that, of course, you have a choice. So you are not forced to go into the Shooting Star Dragon. And you know, the thing is, sometimes against these decks with all these back rows, having a Chronicle that can become unaffected can be the best choice. That's the thing. So third duel, this was my Valentine, and spoiler ahead, we've got Triamids. Here I was debating, because as soon as I see Harpy's Hunting Ground, I thought this was an RP deck, but it is him to begin, and as you will see in a moment, in the end it was Triamid. So Triamid with some stuff, I mean, because of him not playing balance, he did not draw into any back row, any trap. He was just full of field spell, and was actually a pretty good thing for me, because next turn, as you can see, because of him not playing back row, I can just make my plays without interruption. I can just go directly into Shooting Star Dragon, and so I'm chilling. Then he revealed the Fortress just to have a face-up field spell to be able to use the effect of his monster. I've got triple sats, triple back rows, so I'm more than chilling right now. I just need to go all the way I actually went all the way to the Shooting Star Dragons, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I think I did. So, of course, same stuff. Junk Warrior. Junk Converter, recycling the Junk Synchron, as you can see. Same stuff. So, now the point is that I wanted to go directly into Shooting Star Dragon, because the only thing I was afraid of was the Triamid pills, actually. So the point is that with Shooting Star Dragon, I'm safe towards against actually the Triamid pills. So that's why I went all the way through the Shooting Star Dragon right here. And then I could just set my triple back rows, no Regaki breaks, so I do not even need to have a card in my hand, even if I do. And so I was really more than chilling right now. I didn't use the effect of Shooting Star Dragon here, as you can see, because of course I play only 5 tuners. One of them being already in the grave, this Junk Synchron. So 4 cards out of 15 is not a good chance to have neither one tuners among the next 5 cards of my deck. So that's why I prefer to have one guaranteed attack instead of risking of have known. So now I was just chilling, because even if he summons the Sphinx, that's gonna be really big. I do not care, because I have the Fiendish Chain, so I can just negate the effect, and so he loses the boost, and my Shooting Star Dragon becomes big enough. Then Triamid Master to pop one of my back row, but I could just negate that with my Shooting Star Dragon. So he even picked the wrong one. I mean, maybe the best one to pick would be one of the Fiendish Chain, but he picked the Canadia, but I decided to protect that anyway, because I kid, that's the thing. Then he has another field spell, as you can see right here. He's got Triamid Fortress, but there are really no problems for this duel. I just have full control of the duel, because I can keep negating stuff that can destroy monsters or cards on the field. Wasn't like another junk converter useless right now. Of course, I used my Fiendish Chain to reduce the boost, to negate the boost of the Sphinx, so that I could go over. And then right here, I decided to summon a junk converter, because dealing just those 400 damage would have put me in the position of being able to deal lethal damage next turn, because 400 plus 3300 is lethal. But it was lucky he draw a field spell using the fortress to recycle a monster from the graveyard to his end, and so he could summon that with Triamid King Golem, but he goes for the Triamid Dancer, also boosting that up. But as soon as he summoned it, I decided to Canadia, so that he couldn't boost, he couldn't recycle his field spell. So I was chilling. So little spoiler right here, I draw another bad card. Another junk converter. This was when I decided that I didn't want to play 3 junk converters anymore. So swinging in, and at this point attacking with junk converter was I did it because I was safe. I can negate an attack with the Shooting Star Dragon. I can use my trap. So let's see what he's going to draw. He drew into a Triamid Master, so it was actually pretty good pick. Before the end of the main phase, actually let him enter the battle phase and then Fiendish Chain, so he cannot attack. Plus next turn, in my turn, he cannot change the field spell. Also, I decided not to use Canadia, because if I summon Canadia now, next turn for sure I do not have lethal. While instead, if I wait, I could draw into a junk synchron or into a junk a jet synchron, that I discard with junk converter to have lethal. So I directly picked my junk synchron, so now I have lethal. And I think it just scooped, right? Because I could just go into the synchro summon straight away. I have it right now. Just waiting for him to surrender. Stardust Dragon. In this was actually I didn't pick Necroid Synchro. There you go. He just surrendered. That was easy. Actually, not that easy. Not gonna lie, that was not that easy. So moving on with the actually the 5th one, right? So right now, this was against top tier Onomats, and I don't want to spoiler, actually. Don't want to make any spoiler right here. So let's see what we got. We've got pretty bad hand, as you can see, and of course against the top tier we got a bad hand. Now the worst thing that can happen is him having something to deal with my backrows, maybe a Cyclone or a Typhoon, and of course, guys, Cosmic Cyclone to hit the Regagi break, and actually took it to hit the Fiendish Chain. So he also got the Dododo draw, and he can still use the skill, the Onomatopoeia. So I'm really in a bad spot right now. Then Gagaga Sister toggle on. I waited for him to add the card. I didn't want him to add the Gagaga Wind, so I waited for him to add the Gagaga Bolt. And now the problem was, do I let him use the Gagaga Bolt and pop that, or do I wait for or I can just pop this right now and avoid him summoning another monster? I decided to go for this, and I decided to discard the Necroid Synchro because I was hoping to draw, in this case, even if I draw another Junk Converter, I'm fine, because I can discard the Jet Synchron and use the effect to add the Junk Synchron. But in the end I went with this because I was sure I was not gonna draw junk converter after 2 games of having triple junk converter, and also because I play 6 junk synchron, guys, 3 tuning, 3 junk synchron. So, but then he had to do the Dodo Buster, but he cannot summon him because I do not have any monster on the field. And as you can see right here, I was actually cheering me up to draw the junk synchron, but I did not. So this Canadia could have made me feel safe, but of course, look at this. He just used another draw to draw another couple of cards. This time discarding into the Wolf Glove and then hitting me with another Cosmic Cyclone, and actually this was the end. As you can see, my disappointment. I was really disappointed right here, because now he's got the Tsubabancho Gagakot. He can summon back a monster from the grave. He also has the Wolf Glove that can special summon himself from the grave. So there's really nothing I could do, and I surrendered. I was pretty unlucky, because just having a junk synchron will have let me won. That's the thing. 2 bad things happened: me not drawing, not even into a junk synchron, and him having double Cosmic Cyclone. That's the thing. And here is where I decided, to play, to change and play the third Jet Synchron, and replacing one of the junk converter. So I think we have another couple of duels, this and the last one then. This was Trey. A surprise, because if I'm not wrong, this was playing Divine Artifacts or not? Yes. Divine Artifacts, so I was actually happy to face this. It's him to begin. And I actually was, chilling on my hand. Was, enough good. We can say we got a couple tuners and Canadia. Couple tuners because, of course, we got tuning. The perfect pick will be another trap card, another back row to protect ourselves. Or at least a Nagroid Synchro to have, another big boss on the field. So it started with Nabradisc, then Crystal Skull, to add the bones, if I'm not wrong, right? No, the Moai actually. And then he went directly into, look at this, Neos Fusion to send the Sentry Soldier and Neos from his deck to the grave. Now Sentry Soldier works only if you have if the monsters you control are all rock type monsters, otherwise it can't be now summoned. But I drew the worst card I could draw, Jet Synchron. So actually useless. And of course right here, as you can see, I went all the way through Shooting Star Dragon. Maybe making a mistake, a misplay actually, because having the Stardust Dragon will have let me be able to tag out just in case. But I decided to go into Shooting Star Dragon, even if I knew I wouldn't have activated the effect, because I already got 2 tuners out of 6 in my hand. So we got 4 left in the deck. It's too much risky to go into the effect of Shooting Star Dragon. But I decided to go just to deal more damage. I decided to attack the Nabradisc, because you will see in a moment. It's me right here. There's me thinking. I was thinking about summoning the Alive Justice Cadaster and leave that on the field, so that if just in case he summons the Chateau, even if he reduces the attack to 0, with the Alive Justice Cadaster, I can just pop that with its effect, and because he plays only monsters with Light and Earth attribute. But in the end, I decided not to, and as you will see, it won't matter anyway. So Stardust Dragon is coming. Then of course the Formula Synchron. There you go, the summon. Set in the Canadia, and we were fine. But he's got the perfect combination. Look at this. He's got So he's waiting to draw, I don't know why. Still waiting though. Should I get a little bit impatient? And there you go, he's got the perfect combination, starting with Galaxy Cyclone. I decided to negate that, but even if I didn't, he chained the, right here, the Forbidden Chalice, thus negating my Shooting Star Dragon's effect for the rest of the turn. And now we know he's got a Mohai in his hand, so he can go into a level 5, and even if he go whatever he wants to summon, Volcacerus or Adrius, he can pop my Shooting Star Dragons. He has of course the Brave Neos as well on the field, so he's got more than lethal. And exactly what he did, he decided to go for the Volcacerus, using the effect, popping my Shooting Star Dragon. And now you already got lethal, but you could also, as you can see right here, Xyz summon the Gaia, the Dragon Champion, and the Thunder Charger on the Volcacerus. So I got nothing now, I just lost. So that combo, Galaxy Cyclone plus Forbidden Chalice, just destroyed me. So unfortunately. And what we got next? We've got, let's see what we got next. Let's see. We have Yami Yugi. I can't remember what this was. So okay, it's us to begin. And it's not a good hand because we've got only tuners. So the point is that we have nothing to protect ourselves. So I decided anyway to go into the Stardust Dragon, not going into the Shooting Star Dragon just in case I have something to tag out. I mean to chain, of course, with the Formula Synchron's quick effect. And maybe this was Gaia player. I do look like a focused person, no? It seems like I'm focused, no? I'm on relax, dude. We're playing a card game. So, Stardust Dragon is coming. And there you go. Of course, the Formula Synchron play with the skill. And I decided to end this. So this was a Gaia play. There you go, Galloping Gaia with the skill, actually, right? Did he activate the skill or not? Of course, Galloping Gaia, he had one of the missing pieces. No, he actually does not use the skill. He plays he played the Galloping Gaia from his hand. So he revealed the Curse of Dragonfire to add the Gaia the Magical Knight. So he has the full combo in his hand, as you can see right here. And now I made a misplay. I decided to use the effect of Formula Synchron before waiting for him to summon something, and I misplayed right here because I should have waited. Because now that I should have waited for him to summon the Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons, but instead, because he saw me summoning this, he went directly into the Galloping Gaia. So the other one that when attacks change the battle position of the monster he's attacking without targeting, without nothing. So I cannot negate the attack, of course, because of the field spell, and that's how I lost right here. So this was a misplay from my side. Because the point is, it's true that if he goes into the magical knight of dragons and pop me, and try to and you know, and pops my formula synchron when I try to synchro summon, but I can negate that with the Stardust Dragon, and the Stardust Dragon comes back in the end phase. So that was a mistake from my side, guys. So he's just, of course, going to attack, and the worst thing is that he even got to draw a couple of cards because of Spirit Strike. That's even worse. And he discarded, look at this, he discarded a Book of Moon. So what the heck do you have in your hand, my man? Something better than Book of Moon? So we got a Rogeki break that could be useful, but actually won't be enough, because the problem is that right now we got nothing to we got problems, you know, with the back row. Basically we cannot do anything because we do not have Shooting Star Dragon because he's in the grave. The only thing we can do, we can go, or we stop into a Crystal Amatrix with the Junk Synchron as a defense, or we directly go into another Stardust Dragon, but there is no point in doing that. I mean, and as you will see in a moment what back row he has, you will agree with me that there was no other way, and I would have lost it anyway. So with Amatrix I put that in defense. Now I'm able to attack. In this moment I'm just, you know, debating whether if it's summoning the Stardust Dragon or not. In the end I decided to not go for it and just set my Reggae break, decided to attack, but look at this. He's got the Forbidden Lands, so reducing my attack. I could not go over that, and now with 3 cards in his hand, actually 4 now that he draws, he can also add another one with the field spell. So of course he's gonna summon another Gaia the Magical Knight, and at that point, even with my Regeki break, there is no point. Now what I thought to do right here was to pop the field spell, but as soon as he revealed Gaia the Magical Knight, there was no point in popping the field spell, because even if I do not pop, even if I pop the field spell and he does not add the Curse of the Dragonfire, he can anyway summon the Gaia the Magical Knight and summon the Curse of the Dragonfire from the grave. So there was really no point in popping the field spell, and I decided to save myself. Now was just, you know, thinking about, do I have to pop the Galloping Gaia or the Gaia the Magical Knight that is just about to summon, to fusion summon? That was the debate right here. Maybe I could have popped the Gaia right now, but I don't think it would have been done much better. Before the end of main phase, of course, I had to do this. I popped the Magical Knight, if I'm not wrong. There was really actually nothing to think about it. Of course, talking after is always better, is always easier, but there was no point. I had no chance, except in the case he made some misplay, but he even had a Forbidden Land, so there was definitely nothing I could do. I surrendered because he even got to inflict piercing damage, so triple loss in a row right now, and I can't remember. Maybe I didn't make anything else, so kind of bad was the experience. Not gonna lie. And here now I'm just complaining. I think just complaining, but it's it's to be sad. 3 losses in a row at this level. I mean, we do not even have 5 key points, so nothing here. So guys, that was all for today's videos, for the replays. Of course, thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.